Hi, welcome to my channel, welcome to my open studio. I'm just sitting around today. I make these flowers out of boredom. They keep my hands active without thinking too much, so I can just chill with my thoughts. I'm stringing them on some hemp rope and finishing them with wooden beads. Here's a couple made already. I have black and white, green and blue. I'm working on another blue one. This one needs one more flower and I'll show you how I make them. Okay, I start with a magic ring, which is when I take my yarn around my index finger and make an X on the top. My hook goes through the first string and hooks the back string through. And I chain one. I like to hold my fingers in the ring and adjust the tail because it's going to be crocheted into the next row. My tail goes to the left and my working yarn is at my 12 o'clock. In the magic ring, I'm going to crochet 12 single stitches. So I grab my working yarn through the middle of the ring, so there are 2 loops on my hook. Yarn over and pull through both stitches on the hook. That's 1 and I do it 11 more times. I grab my working yarn through the middle of the ring, so there are 2 loops on my hook, yarn over and pull through both loops on my hook. 2. I'll do that 10 more times. This is my halfway point, 6 single crochet stitches. See how the tail is being strung along? It's gonna act as a drawstring to close the center of the flower later. I'll do 6 more single crochet stitches and I'll show you how I connect the ring. Okay, that's my 12th stitch. Before I move forward, I like to double check my count. I use a yarn needle to pull up the stitches. It also makes it easy to find them for the next row. So here's my yarn needle, and see the V's? I'm just gonna count those. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And that 12th stitch is where I'm going to put a slip stitch through to close my ring. Hook goes through the stitch, grabs the yarn, pull through both loops. I fluffed my stitches a little bit and now I get to work on the petals with a puff stitch. To do that, I start by chaining 2, and in the same stitch, that 12th stitch, I yarn over, pull the working yarn through and up, as tall as the chains. And I do that 2 more times in the same stitch. Yarn over, grab the working yarn and pull up. Yarn over, grab the working yarn and pull up. That gives me 7 loops on my hook. Next, I do the same thing in the next loop. Yarn over, hook goes through the next loop, pull the working yarn through and up. Yarn over, hook goes through the next loop, pull the working yarn through and up. Last one, and now I have 13 loops on my hook. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Perfect. Now I pinch my petal together. To do that, I yarn over and pull the yarn through 12 of the loops. To do that, I face my hook down and I keep things loosey-goosey. And that's what that looks like. Now I have 2 loops on my hook. I'll yarn over and pull through. To finish the petal, I slip stitch into the next chain 1 and then I put my hook down and zhuzh the petal a little bit more to give it that puff. Look at the cute little dimple. Now I get to make 5 more petals. My pattern starts from the beginning by chaining 2. I'll yarn over and pull through and up 3 times in the same chain 1 I chained 2 from. There are 7 loops on my hook, and I'll yarn over, and in the next chain 1 yarn over and pull through and up 3 times, so there's 13 loops on my hook. Yep, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Perfect. And to pinch the petals shut, I yarn over and pull my working yarn through 12 of the loops on my hook. With 2 loops on my hook now, I yarn over and pull through. And in the next chain, a slip stitch. This is looking great. So that's 2 of the 6 petals I need. I'm just going to fast forward through the last 4 and show you how I finished the flower. And hey, if you like this kind of content, I'd say subscribe. I craft and I vlog. You can give this video a thumbs up, and subscribers can say hi to me in the comments. I post long content every 2 weeks and shorts all throughout the week. Hit the notification button for upload alerts. Thanks. This is my 6th and final petal. I end it with a slip stitch in the last chain 1 from the magic ring. I give myself some slack and cut off the working yarn from the flower. I should have 2 loose ends now, one from the magic ring that we started with and the second one that we finished the flower with. The one we started the magic ring with is again used as a drawstring to close the middle of the flower, and to do that I just pull to the right and it all cinches closed. I take my yarn needle again and weave the slack into the back of the flower. And I just weave in the back of the flower over and over until I'm confident the string is not going to move and unravel. This feels good to me. I'll cut off the last of the yarn and zhuzh my work. This will help fluff the petals and blend the weaved yarn. And I'll do the same thing to the other string. The final snip, the final fluff. I made a little crochet flower. Now I can lace it onto the hemp rope. I'm using my yarn needle again. I'm threading the hemp rope through it and finding 2 tight sections in the back of the flower to lace the rope through. So that's my 7th flower on the chain, and I'm doing 7 per 6 feet. There's the second one, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7 flowers. This whole thing is meant to be hung up like wall decor, or it can hang from a bookshelf, a crib, or a gallery wall, etc. So the ends of the hemp rope will be made into a bunny loop with a single knot. The wooden bead is going over the knot, so it has to be small enough for the bead to fit over it and big enough so the bead is snug and unmovable. Yeah, it fits on there great. The last bit of cleanup is snipping off the extra string from the bunny loops and hide it under the bead. And I'll do the same thing to the other side. In all its glory. It made it to the gallery wall in the blue corner. It could hang down. I can loop one up. I can loop another one up. I think this looks really cool. I like it all the way down. Well, thanks for sticking around to the end of the video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.